Hi everyone, this is another timeless message for the collective, and the topic I want to talk about today is quite an interesting one actually, because I want to talk about why twins actually experience out-of-body experiences when they come together and report on feeling as if time is frozen when they see each other or are intimate with each other. Now, whether you're a twin and you have experienced this for yourself or have heard other twins referencing this, it is quite common for this to occur. And today I want to really talk about why this happens. Now, I do know that this topic strikes some curiosity with some twins, especially when you are new to the journey, because you wonder about why the heck would something like this happen? It sounds so abnormal. So today I kind of wanted to take the time to explain this phenomenon and really get down to why this occurs, especially when you are tapping into higher states of consciousness. Now, first of all, it's kind of important to understand that this usually doesn't occur with your twin the very first time you meet. Because as you actually only activate your twin the first time either you meet or, this is something that happens virtually or via email, because a lot of twins do get activated onto the journey without coming into physical contact. But nevertheless, usually this does not happen during that first time because you are just getting activated onto the journey. However, as you ascend on your journey, you are likely to experience this more and more, and even after you come into union with your twin. Now, it's important to understand that in the 3D, we actually have and we experience separation, which is actually measured and perceived by humans through basically time. So, for example, we see ourselves separate from everything else outside of us because we have our own unique identity, and therefore anybody, around us has their own unique identity. And so to us, that is a form of separation. However, in the 5D, everything is pure consciousness. There is no matter, no time. Therefore, we can see ourselves connected to everything, understanding that we're all just drops of the same vast ocean. Now, in the 3D, unless you are in a state of meditation or experiencing the state of oneness in an awakened state where you can perceive that everything is one, you are limited to the 3D and are bound by time and experiencing separation. Twin flames, being basically mirrors to each other, have the ability when they come into contact with each other to really reflect back to each other their state of consciousness, even though they are anchored in the 3D, which basically means that even though their vessel is planted in the 3D, when they look at each other, they have the ability to experience the fluidity of the 5D reflecting back to them. So this is exactly why twins will report having out-of-body experiences in each other's presence and basically reporting that time literally feels frozen when they are together. But really what's happening is they are simply tapping into their higher states of consciousness by looking at each other and experiencing each other, even though they're in the 3D. Now, what's interesting is that they also assume the other properties of 5D quite easily, such as telepathy. In the 5D, telepathy is the form of communication that is used, so no one really opens their mouths to speak because remember, in the 5D you are nameless and formless, but there is instant soul recognition and communication is fluid and easily understood. So similarly, twins, when they are communicating with each other, looking at each other, they can do so without words because they are reflecting back to each other their true state of pure consciousness. That's why you'll often hear that phrase of, when twins really experience one another in the 3D, essentially they are tapping into what we call them being beyond time and space and being able to communicate very easily via telepathy. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this was interesting and helpful. God bless.